Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get this game started in a few short minutes. Get yourself signed up for the quiz tonight by coming to this here website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, you're going to notice we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name and email address. And then you're going to find a drop-down menu that asks you whether you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, whether you're highly committed to playing with us every single time we bring you a new quiz, or you play super casually, checking in from time to time, or you're playing for the first time tonight, you can play with us and let us know if you're in the league. And if you're not already signed up, it's actually not too late to sign up for season 59 of our virtual league, as we are only in week 5 of our current season. You can see here after 4 weeks in the top spot, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, are leading things with 158 points, followed closely by We Drink and We Know Things with 155. And pulling out that 10th spot there, we've got Swearwolves with 123 points. You can see a full list of standings by heading to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Also get signed up. We just take your top 7 scores of a 10-week season. So now is the moment where it becomes crucial that you get signed up if you want to be a part of all of this. All right, everybody, get signed up for the game tonight by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be taking part in 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are going to be question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final round of the evening, it's a picture round, which of course means the majority of our quiz are these question and answer style rounds. And here's how it's going to work. I will ask you a question out loud for you to hear. As I ask it, it will populate directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options. The vast majority of our questions this evening are going to be short answer in their structure. It is your goal to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yeah, there's a countdown timer. It's going to be following you for all of the questions in these first 3 rounds. So make sure you keep an eye out for it and that you always click submit answers before it's too late. In the event that you want to change your response and you still have some time left on that timer, go for it. I welcome your updates. Just make sure that you click submit answers again before that countdown timer runs out. Let's say you enter in a response and you've phrased it a little bit differently than what we anticipated, or you spell something in a bit of a funky manner. Don't worry about it. I am able to see what you all put as your responses, and I will do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Hi there. If you're just joining, welcome. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope genuinely that you're doing well and that you want to play some trivia with us here this evening. You've come to the right place, and this is where you get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Come on over. Once you get there, enter in those basic sign-up details we're looking for, including a team name, email address, and let us know, are you in the league? Do you want to be in the league? Sign up tonight. It's not too late. Then click that button that says sign me up to play. Back to the structure of our quiz here tonight. After we get through those first 3 question and answer rounds, we're going to cap off the game with a picture round. That picture round is structured differently than our first three categories, and I'm going to walk you all through the specifics of exactly how that one works when we get to that point of the evening. So fret not, stay tuned for more details on that. Before we get into our first round of the night, I do have two simple rules that I kindly ask that you all abide by here tonight. Rule number one, the most important rule of trivia. You know it in your heart. Let me say it out loud. No cheating. Don't look up the answers. What are you doing here if you're cheating? Go do something else. Don't cheat. Rule number two, don't give away the answers in the chat. I very much love hearing from you all in the chat. Keep the conversation going throughout the evening. Just kindly refrain from ruining things for others by telling them the answers. All right, this is your last opportunity, folks, to get signed up for the quiz before we dive into round number one. So please come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in that team name, email address. Let us know if you're in the league. Click join game, and you are going to be joining these 46 illustrious trivia teams from New York City, around the country, around the world. From our first sign up here tonight, Wayne Tuesday, down to our most recent team to join us, the novelization of Aaron Brockovich 2000. Hi to both of those teams and every team in between. Best of luck on the game tonight. What are we talking about in round one? Let's find out. Our first category of the evening is in the topic of, don't look at that, The Sims. Sims, S-I-M, being your key letters in this round. S-I-M is going to pop up either in the question or the answer for each of the questions in this round. Let's do it, everybody. Best of luck. Round one, question number one. What late fitness instructor and TV personality is quoted as having said, number one, like yourself. Number two, you have to eat healthy. And number three, you've got to squeeze your buns. And that's my formula. Name that person. SIM, of course, going to pop up in either the question or the answer. In this case, the SIM comes in Simmons, as in the late, great Richard Simmons. Here's to you, Richard Simmons. Question number two. Prior to joining the MCU and starring in Barbie, what actor portrayed Jung Kim on the CBC sitcom Kim's Convenience? I've got an answer for you all for number two. That actor is Simu Liu. Simu Liu, your correct response for number 2. 69% of you got that one right. Question number 3. Simone Biles left her sponsorship with Nike in 2021 to pursue a deal with what women's activewear apparel brand owned by The Gap? I have an answer for you for number 3. That activewear apparel brand that Simone Biles is a sponsor for, it's Athleta. Athleta, owned by The Gap. Yes, The Gap very much. Still around, still doing their thing. Question number 4. Released in 2024, Bando Stone and the New World is the 5th studio album by what American musician? His last album under his stage name. I'm going to give you all a hint here because there actually was a mistake. I edited this question not realizing why I'd put this hint in the first place, which is simply to say that this is where our theme pops up this week. That's right, folks. You're being Lion Kinged with this one in some way, but I did remove the hint accidentally from the question itself, so keep that in mind. I'll give you a little bit of extra time. My sincere apologies for removing the hint from the question, guiding you to the part that is actually the SIM in this round. Truly, my bad. Those of you who put Simba, yes, it was a reference to Simba that was in the question that I removed. And this person portrayed Simba in the 2019 version of The Lion King, which many of you put together. It's Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Apologies for messing that one up in terms of the SIM of it all, but well done to 41% of you who put it together, and thanks for bearing with me. Our 5th question in this round: the presidential library of which U.S. president is located in Simi Valley, California? I have an answer for you all for number 5, Simi Valley, home to the Presidential Library of Ronald Reagan. Reagan, your answer for number 5. Question 6, fill in the blank. A SIM card is an integrated circuit for authenticating a mobile phone subscriber. SIM stands for subscriber blank module. Fill in that blank. SIM, SIM card, stands for subscriber identity or identification module. Identity, the word we're looking for number 6. How'd you do? 60% of you pulling off a correct answer there. On to our 7th question in this SIMs round. What 19th century Venezuelan statesman, also known as El Libertador, for leading revolutions against Spanish rule in South America? Name that statesman. Your correct answer for number 7, that Venezuelan statesman, is Simon Bolivar. Bolivar, Simon, your answer. How'd you do? Quite well, I believe. 72% of you pulling off a correct answer. We've got 3 more questions in this first round. Here's number 8. In what year was the first edition of the social simulation video game The Sims released for Microsoft and Mac computers? Was it 97, 98, 99, or 2000? The first edition of its predecessor game, Sim City, that came out in 1989, but it wasn't until the year 2000 that The Sims was released. That was so tough, everybody. 18% of you got that one right. Our toughest question of the quiz by far, thus far. 9 teams got it right. Well done to those teams. But let's give it one of these sad, sad sounds. On to our ninth question in round one. Australian actor Simon Baker starred in 151 episodes of what CBS drama series as former psychic Patrick Jane? Simon Baker, star of The Mentalist, is your correct response. And we are on to our final question of this first round. Here it is. Number 10, based on a 2017 novel by Darcy Bell, what 2018 movie stars Anna Kendrick as a crime vlogger trying to solve the disappearance of her elegant friend, played by Blake Lively? That 2018 movie is called A Simple Favor. A Simple Favor, your correct response for number 10. Our final question of this round, and 50% of you got it right. Let's see where that leaves you one round into the quiz, checking in with our top teams. Right now, we've got a tie in sixth place with 8 points between the Rubber Yolks, the Quizlamic State, Otrivia, Rodrigo, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Moose and Squirrel, Fur plus Ver, the Kamaliist, Nando, Team 578 and Team 578, as well as Incognitones. Tied in third right now with 9 points, Platinum Stance, Not Enough Urkels, and the Helsinki Syndrome, and tied for the lead with perfect scores. One round in, 10 for 10. We've got Cherry Thunder and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Great first round to all of those teams. And if you're not in those top slots thus far, don't fret. There's so much quiz left to go. If you didn't know, we do private events in addition to running this virtual quiz every single Wednesday that we're able to, and being in some in-person locations all around New York City. We also are happy to put things together specifically for you, whether it be a company gathering or something for you personally, like a birthday party or a baby shower. We'd love to be a part of it, and you can reach out to me, Meredith, at nyctrivialeague.com to get the conversation started. We can customize the content to your interests. We've got all sorts of games that we offer. It's not just trivia. There are other things we can do as well. I hope to hear from you. Would love to work with you. Our second round tonight is in the category of Take It to the Bank. Bank, your keyword in round two. Let's do it, everybody. Round two, question number 1. The FBI says that between September 1933 and July 1934, what Indianapolis-born criminal and his gang killed 10 men, wounded 7 others, robbed police arsenals, and about a dozen banks? Thought to be the most notorious bank robber in American history. It's John Dillinger and the Dillinger Gang. John Dillinger, your answer for number one. Question number two. What 2024 NBC competition series hosted by Joe Manganiello features contestants competing in physical challenges in a tropical setting to retrieve briefcases containing cash values, winning the right to choose which player participates in the Bankers Challenge? Name that show. Please be specific in your answer. This show, yes, it's a spinoff. It is called Deal or No Deal Island. Not MILF Island, but Deal or No Deal Island. Tricky, but quite a few teams got that one right, and a lot of you were very close to a correct answer. Our third question in round number two. According to the latest numbers from the Federal Reserve, with more than 4,800 branches and more than 15,000 ATMs, what is the biggest bank in the United States? Is it Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, or JP Morgan Chase? Per the numbers from the Federal Reserve, the largest bank in the United States is JP Morgan Chase. Your correct answer for number four. Pardon me, number three. Your next question in this bank themed round is number four. After a campaign that became known as the Bank War, what seventh US president shaped the American economy to run without a central banking system until the Federal Reserve was created in 1913? Name that president. The Bank War, that seventh US president is Andrew Jackson is your correct response for number 4. 62% of you got that one right. Our fifth question in round number 2. What kind of ladder match in the WWE has an objective where the participants need to retrieve a briefcase that contains a contract guaranteeing a match for a championship belt? That type of WWE ladder match is dubbed Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is your correct answer there. It was a toughie, but well done to 30% of you who got that one right. On to our next question in this round, number 6. Usually printed in the bottom left corner of a check is a bank's routing number to help identify a bank account's location. A bank routing number is always how many digits long? A routing number on a check is 9 digits. 9. Your answer for number 6, 9 times. Question 7. What model, actress, and Fab Life host wrote the 2011 New York Times bestseller Model Land, a young adult novel about a boarding school for models? Keeping the theme in mind for this round, take it to the bank. That model, actress, and host is Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks, author of the YA novel Model Land. Question number 8, nominated for Best Documentary at the Academy Awards, Exit Through the Gift Shop is a 2010 documentary directed by what street artist? This street artist trying so hard to remain incognito. And ironically, for the first time this evening, every single person got it right. It's a social. Banksy, your correct response. Banksy. Our ninth question in round number 2. David M. Solomon is the CEO of what global investment bank, originally founded in the 19th century by Marcus and his son-in-law Samuel? David M. Solomon, CEO of not Gringotts, but rather Goldman Sachs is your correct response. Goldman Sachs. And we are on to our final question in round number 2. A contestant can secure the accumulated money in the chain by saying bank before their question is asked on what game show originally hosted by Anne Robinson? Say bank to keep that accumulated money on. The weakest link is your correct answer for number 10. That does bring us to the end of round number 2. Let us check in with our top teams. Halfway through the quiz, right now we've got a tie in 8th place with 16 points between Butts and the Quizlamic State, as well as Team Cockroach, the next dissertation. In 7th place with 17 points, the Helsinki Syndrome, tied in 4th with 18, Not Enough Urkels, Moose and Squirrel, and the Kamaliest Nandos. Kamaliest. In a tie for 2nd with 19, we've got Platinum Stance and Cherry Thunder. And in the lead, the only team with a perfect score halfway through the game, 20 for 20. We've got 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Stick around after tonight's quiz because the movie quiz is on for this evening. As soon as we wrap things up, head on over to play.themoviequiz.com. There's going to be a game next week as well. Much to look forward to here. And we will also be back 1 week from today. That is Wednesday, the final day of July, the 31st at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Let's get into our third category of the night. Round 3 is in the topic of the long and the short of it. Long and short. Here we go. Round 3. Question 1. Micah Monroe plays an FBI agent who's assigned to track down a mysterious killer played by Nicolas Cage in what 2024 horror thriller? That horror thriller film of this year is called Long Legs. Long Legs, your correct response. Our second question in this long and short round, winning 13 Gold Glove Awards for Best Defensive Player at his position, St. Louis Cardinal Ozzie Smith has the most Gold Gloves for any player at what infield position? Ozzie Smith, shortstop, short, keeping that theme in mind for this one. You did well there, but not quite a social. 84% of you got it right. On to question number 3. The winged hourglass logo of what Swiss luxury watch company is the oldest unchanged active trademark registered internationally, having been registered in 1889? Apologies, they're not called long boy watches trademark. But if you put Longines, you got that one correct for number 3, Longines, which I believe now are a subsidiary of Swatch. Our fourth question in this long and short round, actress Shelley Long was nominated for an Emmy 6 different times for playing what bar waitress on the TV sitcom Cheers? She won an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 1983 and was also nominated for a guest appearance on Frasier in 1996 for portraying the character Diane, aka Diane Chambers. Your correct response for number 4. Our fifth question in this round. Nabisco produces what brand of square shortbread cookies that were first introduced in 1912? The cookie shares its name with the titular character of an 1869 romance novel by R.D. Blackmore that is set in 17th century England. Get an answer for you all for number 5. Those Nabisco-produced cookies, named for a character from an R.D. Blackmore romance novel, are Lorna Doones. Lorna Doone. 60% of you got that one right. A member of Team 578 was on a few episodes of Frasier. How cool is that? Let us know if we can find your episodes somewhere, which ones they are, what you say. What are those 2 lines? We want to find you. Our next question in this round, number 6. The first SNL digital short debuted in December 2005 and featured Will Forte and Andy Samberg discussing a friend's death while taking large bites of what vegetable? Naturally, taking it back to our theme from a couple of seasons ago, you all have just been
It's Saturday Night Live!
SNL'd. That first digital short, which also happened to be my hint of the night on Instagram. If you all follow me at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that at some point this evening, this short called Lettuce was going to pop up. 68% of you got that one right. Either you're digital short fans or you follow me and got that sweet, sweet hint. I do give away a hint every single time we bring you a new quiz. And as I mentioned before, our next quiz is coming up 1 week from today, right here at quiz.nyctrivially.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. A week from now. Hope to see you all then. Follow me. I will help you out next time that you play with us. On to our next question in round number 3. Here it is, question 7. Reigning from 1272 to 1307, the son of Henry III was the first king of England with what regnal name? He was given the epithet Longshanks because he towered over many of his contemporaries with his 6'2" stature. Son of King Henry III, the first of his name, nicknamed Longshanks. It's Edward the First, King Edward the First. Our 8th question in this long and short round. Here we go. Though born in Los Angeles, legendary rapper Too Short is one of the most influential rappers based in what other West Coast city, where fellow artists Mac Dre and E40 helped popularize the hyphy movement in hip hop? too short and influential rapper based in Oakland, California. Your correct response for number 8. Our 9th question in this round. Here it comes. Long Day's Journey Into Night is a play that premiered in 1956 about a family struggling with failure and resentment and was written by what Nobel-winning playwright of The Iceman Cometh and Morning Becomes Electra? That Nobel-winning playwright of A Long Day's Journey Into Night is Eugene O'Neill. Eugene O'Neill, your correct response for number 9. And our final question in this round, here it is. The wandering type of what species of seabird native to the Southern Ocean has the longest wingspan of any living bird, reaching up to 11 feet? Or upwards of, even. The bird with the longest wingspan of any living bird, upwards of 11 feet, is the wandering type of albatross. Wandering albatross, your answer for number 10. That brings us to the end of round number 3. We've got one round left here this evening. It's the picture round. Checking in with our top teams as we head into this final round. Tied in 6th place with 26 points, the Quizlamic State and Moose and Squirrel. Tied in 3rd with 27, Platinum Stance, Not Enough Urkels, and the Kamalaist Nando. In second right now with 29, we've got Cherry Thunder. And in the lead with 30 points out of a possible 30 points. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this picture round tonight, which is in the category of based on a book. In this round, you're going to see 10 stills that depict movies or TV shows that are, you guessed it, based on a book. It is your job to identify the movie or TV show that you see depicted. You've got 5 minutes to work on this round. Please make sure that you enter in your responses in the correct order from 1 through 10. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll go over your correct responses for this round and then move on to our tiebreaker question to close out tonight's game. Before moving on to the movie quiz this evening, let's do it, everybody. Please name the movie or TV show that is based on a book. Good luck. We're halfway through. Hope it's going well for you all. Reminder, looking for the name of the movie or TV show that you see depicted in front of you. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, then we'll see how you did and move on to our tiebreaker question. It's about to happen, everyone. If you haven't done so already, please click the submit answers button. Send those responses right on over to me. We'll see how you did very soon. Keep an eye out. The countdown timer. It's starting. I have answers for you all from this picture round based on a book is the theme. Name the movie or TV show. Let's see how you did. Image number 1 is To Kill a Mockingbird. And number 2, that's Killing Eve. Image number 3 is the movie Atonement. Image number 4 is the TV series Shrill. Number 5, we've got The Color Purple. Image number 6 is Boardwalk Empire. Number 7 is Pretty Little Liars. Image number 8, we've got Remains of the Day. Image number 9, that one there is The Devil Wears Prada. And number 10 is the series You. How'd you do? Coming in with some final responses here. The toughest one in this round was Shrill with 38%, followed by Remains of the Day with 42%. We are moving on to our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker question, which, as per usual, is going to have a number as an answer. And your goal as you place your response to the tiebreaker question is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, which means, of course, you can guess over or under the number in the event that you're part of a tie. We'll calculate it based on how close you are. Here's your question. Give us your best guess. How many total episodes aired of the freeform TV series Pretty Little Liars? If your team ended up in the top 15 or so teams here this evening, we will post the results of the tiebreaker on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League as soon as we're able to do so. So keep an eye out to see what ended up happening here this evening. The freeform series, Pretty Little Liars, ran for 160 episodes. 160. A few teams got it right. Well done. Well, thank you all so much for playing here tonight. It has been a pleasure hosting for you all. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Let's check in with our top team scores at the end of the night. Finishing in a tie for 18th place with 28 points, we've got Jewel Hand Luke, Bender Bending Rodriguez, His Fart's Worse Than His Bite, Shanadian, and Swearwolves. Tied in 16th with 30 points, we've got Fusilly, Jerry, and Fur plus Ver. In a tie for 12th with 31, but the Rubber Yolks, the Question Marks, and Team Cockroach. In 11th place with 33, Team Cockroach, the Next Dissertation. Tied in 9th with 34 points, the Helsinki Syndrome, and Moose and Squirrel. In a tie for 7th with 35, Team 578 and Team 578, tied in 4th with 36 points, the Quizlamic State, Platinum Stance, and Not Enough Urkels. In 3rd with 37 points, the Kamaliest Nando, and in 2nd, 38 points, Cherry Thunder. In the lead tonight, our winners with 39 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Stick around, everybody. The movie quiz is coming up next. To get signed up by heading to play.themoviequiz.com. I'll see you all 1 week from today right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That's on the 31st of July at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I can't wait to see you all soon. It's been a pleasure hosting for you all tonight. I've been Meredith. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of our writing team for helping to put together the quiz here this evening. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. Thank you, Mur, and the rest of the Rizio team for creating the software you all played the quiz on here tonight. Go play the movie quiz, everyone. It's a ton of fun. Take it away, Chris.